Hey, what's up? I'm so glad that you guys came back to keep it film with me. If you are watching this, that probably means that you got your budget together. That means you either went to your family members, they coughed up some money for you, you found an investor, or you crowdfunded, or you put together a small team like I did for my last film and actually scraped together some money for production. Whichever route you took, I just wanted to congratulate you because you are one step closer to making that film.
Today, yes, I am talking to you through a steering wheel. I completely am aware of that. I just had to make a couple errands and I wanted to get this off my mind while it was on my mind. All right, and this is the only place in the car where my phone will stabilize. So I am parked, I am completely safe, no worries. All right, today we are talking about going into the process of producing your own film. One of the first things that you are going to want to do is, once you establish your small team of people that are going to help you bring this film to life, you are going to want to put them in position, okay? Put everybody in place. This means that there needs to be a leader in place to put other people in place, okay? I know that you guys might not like it, but you have to appoint a leader out of the group of producers or filmmakers, whatever you guys are calling yourselves. There has to be a leader put in place because there has to be somebody that delegates tasks to other members of the group, okay? So you need somebody that is in place just to take care of documents. There's going to be a lot of documents that need to be attached to your film.
These documents are contracts, agreements between film crew, between actors, agreements between distribution companies. This person is going to be in charge of all documents that go in and come out.
All of this stuff needs to be filed in a safe place, okay? For the production Leo, we used a shared Google Drive where we could all access these files at any given time, but you're still going to want to have a person in place who knows where these files exactly are at any given time, because you may need to pull them at any given time, okay? For instance, like we needed to get NDAs all of the time, and it was just really helpful when we knew that we had somebody in place who knew exactly where they were when we needed them, okay? So you're gonna have to have pretty much a file manager, okay? Somebody who manages the files that come in and out of the production, all right? And then you're gonna wanna have somebody in place who deals with the traveling for the actors. Like for Leo, we had an actor that came from California, we had an actor that came from New York, we had actors that came from Chicago, we had actors that came from Detroit and other neighboring cities. You're going to want to appoint a team member that deals with traveling alone.
So put somebody in charge of that. Put somebody in charge of handling all of the traveling needs. Okay, so that means that person's going to book the flights, that person's going to book the hotels, that person's going to talk to the actors that are coming from neighboring states to make sure that they are okay with the money that they have to get to wherever the shoot is taking place. Okay, so put somebody in charge of that.
Another person that you're probably going to want to have in place is somebody who manages the location scouting.
Okay. A lot of indie films that I have been involved with thus far, I have seen the mistake of trying to book locations last minute. You do not want to do this, okay? So this is why you want to put somebody in charge of getting these locations together, okay? So this person is making the phone calls. This person is taking the drives. Once the location is booked, this person actually has to go to this location and scout it out.
They can see the lighting. They can see if extra lighting is going to be needed. They can see how many outlets are present. Okay, outlets present at a location is highly important because the crew is going to need to be able to plug in lights. They're going to need to be able to charge batteries for different film equipment, and your actors are probably going to want outlets for their cell phones and other devices that they might bring on set with them, okay, during downtimes. So this is really important. And you're going to want to make sure there are bathrooms on set, okay? I have been to some locations where people did not look out for these things and there were no bathrooms present, and actors have to use the bathroom. Surprise, surprise, right? So you're going to want to check into these things and make sure that these things are available for actors and your crew members. You're going to want to make sure everybody is as comfortable as possible when they are putting in these long hours for producing this film, okay? So we talked about screenwriting, certain things that you need to do or have in place before you even sit down to write that first script. You guys can go on the channel and check for that video. And then we talked about the idea of possibly producing your own screenplay, so producing your first project, some things that you might want to have in place before you do that, in some ways that you can raise funding to do that, crowdfunding, picking up investors, asking family members. There's a number of different ways you can go about doing that. And now we are talking about the idea of actually getting into producing your project, okay? In this video, what I highly recommend before any cameras are even picked up to shoot any scenes, put your team members in the positions that they need to be put in, okay? Have somebody over location scouting, have somebody taking care of traveling needs, have somebody that takes care of documents, and also have somebody that manages scheduling as well. Make sure that there's somebody on top of scheduling shoots and notifying actors when and where they need to be and what times they need to be at these certain shoots, okay? And I recommend just uploading these calendars to like a Google Drive where everyone can access them at any given time. It was so helpful during the production of Leo to be able to see what shoots were going on, what actors were involved in those shoots, and what times they needed to be there when I had to have certain conversations with actors, okay? So these are just some tips that I've used for my personal productions. I hope that you find these tips helpful for your production as well. And remember, you can always ask me questions. Just comment below and I will definitely respond to you. And again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. You can always come back to the channel and keep it filmed with me. Don't forget that. Until next time, peace.